Next up, we have me and Bradley finish Cuphead.
Oh man, it was a rough
Man,
evening.
what a fucking night we had. Me and Bradley have been playing Cuphead on and off for probably like 3 weeks now, right?
Something like that.
I think
Nearly a month.
we took like a week off, but
Yeah.
we've been meeting like once a week to make some progress. We went to watch a movie, which we will talk about later, and then we're like, okay, time to finish this game up. We had to fight the Junkyard Doctor.
Yeah.
Who else?
There was Dr. Wily.
Dr.
There was
Wily.
the train from Final Fantasy VI.
Yeah, the train, and then we had the two final bosses.
Oh yeah, we did.
All right, Dr. Wily, tough boss, really cool. I like how he's Dr. Wily. That's what I got to
Man,
say about him.
I think that was the boss that Willer was like the most like of all the bosses in the game. That was the one where Willer's like, I don't know if we can do it, man.
I was pretty positive most of the time, but like, what was it? Which phase was it that just broke me? Like, first of all, his first phase is just really hard with the homing bombs, but
Oh yeah. I don't know what it was about that fight, but
you carried us that one for sure. Even
and
though I
then,
went
like,
solo.
It's kind of weird because there are kind of different boss fights like that, where like ones where I just cannot for the life of me stay alive past the first phase, and then there's other ones where it's like flip flopped.
Yeah. Next up, we had the Final Fantasy train, which Bradley was like, "Man, this is such a tough boss." We got
Yeah.
there. Did we beat it in 3 tries or something?
It was less than 5,
It
which was
was-
really weird because I've beaten this game before, and I remember it taking like me and my roommates all night to beat this boss. And then I was like, oh man, Will, you don't even want to know, bro. Like, this boss is going to be so fucking hard. And then we got in there, we beat it in less than 5 tries. We're like, oh, okay. Well,
Turns out I did want to know. What helped was that Bradley knew how to operate the train that you're on in that
yeah, I
fight.
guess that probably helped a little bit.
So we knew to
Right.
equip Pea Sugar from the start, and then we were just from there. It was pretty easy. All right, King Dice. Holy shit!
Once Willer, once it dawned on Willer what this boss was going to be, you could see his like mind collapsing. Like, holy shit, this is all so cool and terrifying.
My admiration and fear were very palpable. I was making noises that didn't even make sense at the time. It was quite the experience.
Which I don't know if we talk about what the boss actually is. I don't know if Joe's ever seen it.
Yeah,
haven't
Joe, what do
seen
you
it at all.
think? We're not gonna talk about it then.
Or for any viewers who haven't played the game, because holy shit, jumping into that boss fight for the first time and the second time and probably even the third time is like, holy
Because
shit.
you're gonna complete phase 1 of that boss, and I think it won't dawn on you what the boss is until phase 2. And the round we won, we even got the bad phase where you have to redo a lot of stuff, and we still managed to win, and it was a very clutch win, if I do say so. I had parried his really hard card attack twice, back to back, and just it was. Oh, that's a
Yeah,
satisfying
you really
boss.
carried us in that last phase.
Yeah, but like there is some phases of that boss that like we were like, yeah, we like this one, and then there's some phases of that boss that we just dreaded with all of our being. Talking to you, phase 6.
Ugh.
Ugh.
Fuck that shit.
Finally, we fought the devil himself.
Oh man, and I even told Willer going into this one that like the first time I played through the game, this was the boss that like even after I beat it, I like wasn't even happy because like most bosses in this game, even if it's one of my less favorite bosses or if I'm just getting my ass kicked, I'm usually still having fun getting my ass kicked. Like by the time I beat the devil, I'm just like I'm so glad this is over. And like it's not that the devil feels unfair. Like all of his attacks are telegraphed. You can see where they're coming. You can dodge them. He's beatable. He's just that fucking hard.
He was the hardest boss in the game. We died, what was it, like 200 something times? It was
209 times.
It
A
was
number I will remember.
more than Matchstick, which was like 183 or something.
Yeah. By the end of the night, and it might be a combination of being tired and also being drunk,
Yeah.
I ended up dropping out and just watching Willard fight him, and I was like, "Oh, you're doing good."
I was like, God damn it, this is so hard. Your supers do a lot more. I feel like when you're alone, so that helped.
It was funny though because I feel like within the first 10 tries, we got to the Devil's Last phase once, and then it probably took like 100 plus tries before we got to the last phase again.
That first phase is insane. The hoof attack is like almost frame perfect.
It really is.
The one where he shoots little flames, I was really good at dodging it alone because they all home in on you. But when they home in, we found out later that they alternate who they home in on. It's really hard. With the eggs, it took me a while to find out you can stay in the middle to dodge them, or the orbs or whatever. What else does he have? The snake wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
Look, the spider move. Fucking Bradley.
It's his easiest attack to dodge, but I probably got hit more on that attack than any other attack.
I don't get mad easily at my co-op partners, but fucking Bradley pushed me. Plus, he was cracking jokes while I was getting frustrated. I was like, God damn it. Very tough phase. On the other phases, though, I realized that he attacks on a set pattern. Like, he has an attack where he's dropping something on you. And I realized it's a linear pattern for that attack. And once we got that, we were able to do a lot better. And God, that last phase...
Stressful.
Stress.
But in the end, I was about to say we triumphed. It was more like Willard triumphed.
Oh, you were there. That counts.
And I have the same feeling that I had after the first time I beat this game. I'm like, man, that was a really cool, fun, creative game. I never want to play it again.
Yeah, I'm considering buying it for myself, but like I'm not. Why would I torture myself again?
It's the most fun game that I don't want to play multiple times.
Yeah,
because I don't want to do that to myself again. But let it be known, it's awesome.
I can't imagine beating some of those bosses alone without you. Like,
man. Let alone on expert mode, because there's a harder difficulty than what we did.
Like, I actually need you to beat Callie Marie for me. That last phase only you can do. Stuff like that.
I just think, like, the biggest strength with Cuphead is its awesome bosses. Like, I think some of the most famous ones, and I think definitely some of our favorites are, like...
My girl Sally.
Sally Stage Play, Hildeberg, King Dice. Like, these are just...
Even the devil's respectful.
Amazing, designs and some of the most amazing bosses.
Blue Blob is a fan favorite of ours. Just
love him.
The genie's cool.
Pretty much any boss except the bee.
Yeah, we're not a fan of the bee.
I'm at the bee.
I'm sorry, Joe.
Bee, man.
Stay in the top corners to dodge the stupid cop phase, and then you pray for the rest. I'll give Cuphead a rating here. I'm gonna give it a 4.5, and only because I do not like the run and guns at all. If those weren't in the game, or they were replaced by like another mechanic of getting coins, this game is straight up a 5. It's that good.
If there were all the ghosts, I would be happy.
The ghost is fun, or like maybe make them challenges where like beat the bee with a roundabout, or use lob to beat the genie guy. He's a plain level, so that doesn't make sense. But you know,
you know what you mean.
Next time I play Cuphead will probably be when the DLC drops.
Yeah.
New bosses, new character, maybe new weapons. I don't know if that's a thing.
That'd be nice. Roundabout carried me the whole game.
Yeah, that was your go-to.
Bradley's a charge shot. Yeah. All right. That's Cuphead.
Cuphead, fun game. Everyone should at least try it.
Great game. We'll probably hear a little more if Joe ever beats it.